We have a lot to do today, so we're going to continue our program during lunch. And next I'd like to introduce Kim Hatchel. She is the president of our local chapter of Blue Star Mothers.
Luncheon and letting me tell you a little bit about Blue Star Mothers. Blue Star Mothers in America is comprised of mothers who have children that have served or are serving in the United States Armed Forces. We are a national non-profit organization founded during World War II, and we started our local chapter serving Collier, Lee, and Henry counties in 2019. The blue star in our name symbolizes the tradition of hanging a blue star flag in the windows of homes with loved ones in active service, a symbol of hope and pride that signifies the sacrifices made by military families. We know firsthand the joys and anxieties that come with having a child in the military, and our mission is clear: to provide support, encouragement, and camaraderie to one another while fostering patriotism and love for our country. We work hard to ensure that our active troops are never forgotten by sending monthly care packages to those deployed overseas. We also support non-active members of the armed forces by organizing community events and fundraisers for veterans and different veteran organizations. We award challenge coins to high school seniors enlisting in the military to show our support from day one. Our most current campaign is Wreaths Across America. On December 16th, different volunteers and organizations across the country place wreaths on the graves of veterans. Our goal is to make sure that every service member has a wreath. This event is not only important to those that have served before us, but have also provided an opportunity for the public to honor our veterans. It is an event filled with history, honor, and tears. I invite you to join us by supporting Wreaths Across America this year. You can join us on December 16th by placing a wreath, or you can also purchase a wreath from our chapter. I believe that we have forms on the tables. We need over 20,000 wreaths to cover the 3 counties. Every year we run out of wreaths. So we would greatly appreciate any donations. All wreaths purchased do stay locally. In an era where our nation faces numerous challenges, we try to be a shining example of what it means to come together, to support one another, and to express unwavering love for our country. As moms do, we remind you the importance of honoring those that have served and sacrificed for the cause of freedom. Thank you again for inviting me, for your support of brave men and women who serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. To introduce our next speaker, who we all know is Collier County Commissioner Locastro, Survey District 1. He had a distinguished military career, retiring as an Air Force colonel in 2012. His military service took him to live and work in over 80 countries. He was a base commander at multiple military bases and served 2 presidents and General North Scott. He served as the aide to the Air Force 4-star general for 3 years. And after retiring from the Air Force, Rick became a business and healthcare leader in our area and was elected to Collier County Commissioner in 2020. Please welcome Commissioner Rick Locastro.
What a great group. Let me just get one thing straight, though, to my fellow veterans. I was a colonel, okay? People ask, like, would you rather be a colonel or a commissioner? Commissioner's for 4 years, and then they give you the boot, possibly. Colonel forever. I think it's great to see our congressman out here, because I don't know where he's been, right? I mean, what's Congressman Donald? Do you see him on TV? Listen, on behalf of everybody, sir, I just want to say I am proud that someone that hasn't been a congressman for 40 years and is, bumbling around the halls of DC is out there making stuff happen. I want to see my congressman on TV. I want to see my congressman speaking with strength because the veterans in this audience need it, the citizens in the audience need it, and if you've ever met his wife, she's really the brains behind the operation. So the reason he's here, she's probably up in Capitol Hill like getting stuff done. But sir, so proud to have you represent us, and I don't say that to Congressman Donald, and you all know him when he served us here locally, so he's not a stranger, but. Boy, I'm proud when I see him button heads with some people up there that don't know what the hell they're talking about. He gives it to him right between the eyes, and I would start to either my executive assistant here, Aisa, because we watch him on TV. I go, man, I would not want to debate that guy on anything. But I think at home, he probably loses some of his debates. Listen, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. We got a lot of speakers here. People in this audience know the pledge. We stand for the national anthem, right? We don't bumble through it. I actually pick up a different person out of the audience every time we have a Board of County Commissioner meeting, and my assistant here can vouch for it. We pick somebody out of the audience to lead us in the pledge. They had to Google it. Okay? True story. True story. Make what vets do and what they have done contagious. The average American right now has no idea the sacrifice that people in this room, people that aren't in this room, and people that are permanently buried in Arlington and any of the military cemeteries throughout the world, what they did to preserve freedom. Americans have such short memories. I bet if I asked the average American, who died on the Space Shuttle Columbia and who died on the Challenger? When that tragedy happened, everybody waved a flag and we had parades. All these years later, we just sort of have short memories. We cannot afford to have a short memory on our heroes that served in all the wars. And, we're getting to a small population of World War II vets. Those of you that are involved with honor flight, we're starting to get into sort of the other wars now because the attendees are really starting to get up in years, and we cannot lose that history. We should be saying the Pledge of Allegiance in school. We should be singing the national anthem proudly. Hey, when I go to a sporting event, they're singing the national anthem, and a patron thinks that's the time to find their seat because nobody's moving. Hey, knuckleheads, stand up, and we're saying the national anthem, right? You all in this room know it. Do we say Happy Memorial Day? How many of you are offended when you can get a really good cheap mattress on Memorial Day? That really bothers me. It really bothers me. And it should bother you as well. And so, educate folks that are out there. We say, Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Memorial Day is a solemn occasion where people have given up their lives. I don't want a 10% deal on my mattress or my car on Memorial Day. I want people to be laying wreaths in military cemeteries to honor that day. We do that, make it contagious. Make it contagious would be my message here. And then I'll never get the chance to ever say this, but I just thought it would sound really good. Mr. Speaker, I yield my time to the fine young kick-butt congressman from the great county of Collier. See how great that sounds? I would love to say that sometime. And I know Congressman Byron Donald will be up here in a little bit. Lastly, you heard people that are elected officials, people that are running. My last message to you all is do your homework. Don't vote alphabetically. Don't vote because a neighbor's a friend of a cousin or somebody. These are big jobs. These are, as a county commissioner, we manage a $2 billion budget a year. It no longer can be the 5 people that, just sort of want to give it a go. These are really, really big jobs. So read resumes, know who you're voting for, and then get behind a candidate. And if that's the person that you want to invest in or you want to support, know why you're doing it. This isn't a chance to give somebody a job. These positions are callings. This is a call to service. And a lot of times we say locally, this is a chance to give back. Make sure the person you're voting for has something to give back, because we need the best and the brightest in the county. We need the best and brightest in Tallahassee. We need the best and brightest in DC. And I can tell you here at the local level, Senator Scott said to me one time, he's like, you'll be county commissioner and then you'll move on to this. And I said, you know what, sir? I feel like I'll get more done in 30 days in Collier County than you'll get done in a year in DC. And he actually laughed and he said, 2 years. And you see how hard our congressman's working up in DC. Here at the local level, as we say in the Air Force, where's my Air Force brothers? First of all, why so many darn Marine Corps flags? Where's the Air Force flag? Okay, it's your birthday, we get it. Okay? Where's my Air Force brothers and sisters? Thank God! Thank God! Thank God! But thanks to all of you, regardless of what service that you represent. Make this message contagious. So the people that don't know why we're here, don't know the difference between two holidays, don't know to put their hand over their heart and take off their hat unless they're saluting when it comes to the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. And we need to bring back patriotism to this country, and it all starts at the grassroots right here in our county. And I know we've got an incredible county that's very patriotic. Gotta sort of spread the wealth a little bit. We still have a few knuckleheads in town here, so we gotta whip them into shape. Am I right? Are you with me? One more time, where's my Air Force people? I feel we're really outnumbered. We're really outnumbered. Thank you for being here. It's an honor to have served the country. If you serve for 4 years or 40 years, that's more time than 99% of the people that live in our country, more or less. And lastly, if you don't know the difference between a gold star mother and a blue star, Google it. We got 2 gold star moms over here, and it's a big deal. How many? Wives? So their husbands gave the ultimate sacrifice, and blue star means you have somebody that's serving. And these are things that also the average person doesn't know. So the commitment and the sacrifice that your husbands and your family give, everybody in this room salutes you and has the utmost respect. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, and it made a difference in our country. Thank you.